What is up? Thursday night, maple syrup, man. Here we are. Here we go. Caribou's on his way. I just got a message from him, so the excitement awaits because I'm not that exciting. I'm pretty bored. But check out my new shirt. Bam. Thank you, Fluff. Fluff got the shirts out for the Canadians here. So, any and all you Canadians that ordered one, I got them in the box there, and we will get them your way. But yeah, man, you guys should see the garden. Oh, back it is booming right now. That Banana Daddy is looking wonderful. I got a video. I'm trying to upload it here, so hopefully we can get it on here before the end of the show. I'm not that good with this kind of stuff. I'm like the baby of the group, right? I don't lead many of the technical charges on this thing, but yeah, we'll get it done anyways. Let's see here. Nope, still not uploaded yet. But yeah, so we got Banana Daddy. It's coming around the corner. That thing is Banana Daddy times Black Widow, man. It's so beautiful. It's right off the side of the deck. It's like its arms now are reaching over. Hey, there he is, right there.
Yep.
Arms reaching right over the railing of the deck now. As if you just like I love planting a plant in that spot for that reason. Like the second or third set of branches just lops over the railing, and then you get to sit having morning coffee with it and such. How's it going, Caribou? How's your day, buddy?
Long day today. Long day, but a good day. It was my foreman's last day of work today, and tomorrow was going to be a super easy day of just drive him 4 hours up to my parents' hometown here, and then drive 4 hours back home. But he was like, I'd kind of like to go home tonight. I was like, shit, let's do it. So gave him a ride home because I had to go to the grocery store in this town because there isn't a grocery store within apparently 4 hours of me that I'm aware of that sells the nutrient line that I use. So it was a matter of necessity, I guess. But now I got all sorted out. I'm good. I'm about to roll a joint, and I see my dad's been going through some grapple fritter of Adams. It was a plant that I threw outside, and I think it tried to re-veg but didn't fully go into re-veg, and just kind of the buds never tightened up on it. And I've grown this exact plant before, and it usually performs quite well. So something's fucked up on it. But anyways, I see that it didn't even get trimmed, and there's like just dust all over this fucking table of where the old man's just been annihilating shit. It looks like he's smoking up. I want to try some too. So.
Oh, well, good weed.
How was your day?
It's all right. Can't complain. A couple days into the new job. It's it's pretty heavy duty compared to some of the stuff I've done in the past. So it's going to be testing my skills for a minute, but I got the skills. I gotta get used to the new work environment. Basically, is what it is. So.
I have no idea how to kill it.
Yeah, make sure I'm up to snuff and all the things. I've already been banging out a bunch of parts and stuff, so it's all good.
Yeah. What we like to hear. Just got to knock some of this fucking larf off here and make it look pretty.
Farmer's trim.
Yeah, I'm happy. Because here's the thing. So like today was so spur of the moment. Like we were kind of like already like when we decided we were just gonna say fuck it, like knock off work an hour early or whatever, and just head for dropping Stewie off at home. It was like fuck. Like I didn't have a change of clothing for tomorrow or any of that kind of shit ready. So I just basically ran home, grabbed clothes, didn't grab any weed, was like, hopefully dad's got weed at home up there when I get there. And it looks like he does because, he's awesome. And mostly because I put these plants outside and then killed them myself. And then he's, I wasn't here to smoke them. So they're still here. That's how that worked. Had I been working up here, in all August long, like I have been most of this year, these plants probably would not be here for me to enjoy right now. Let's get real. So I'm stoked. G-Bay, I know you're not much of a metalhead. Are you a Metallica fan at all?
Yeah, kind of. It's funny you say that. It's the only really heavier music I went to a concert of.
Because, like, I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at Metallica Toronto tickets, and I might need a friend.
Yo, fuck, I'm down, bud.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'll get back to you in a while because I don't know. It might not be doable. It's very odd, but if we can figure out how to make it doable, I say
Yeah.
let's go see it's Metallica. And instead of so night one, as far as I know, like when I went there a couple weeks ago, it was Eddie Van Halen's son Wolfgang, his band Mammoth opening up, and then Pantera. This time around, it's Suicidal Tendencies and then Pantera, which would be Suicidal is wicked. Great live band. I've seen that.
I wouldn't know any of their songs, but I recognize the name.
And then you'd probably actually know I Saw Your Mommy. It sounds a lot like that Puddle of Mud song. I can't even remember the name of it, but it is a model of Maze, and maybe She Hates Me.
Yeah. For me, honestly, like I love the because as a guitar player, I can look at at that side of it sometimes when I'm not really enjoying the singing, if it's a little off for me or whatever. I'll turn my focus onto the drumming or the guitars or something. Because when people are like just chucking that fast and just it's ridiculous. So I'm like, that's pretty cool, man. But
Okay.
there's it's when they get into the then I'm not really into it. But some of it's fucking intense, and I respect it as a musician because to keep time and do shit that fast and go that crazy, yeah. And to see that many people get into it, you got to respect it.
Fuck yeah. And then
concerts where they come crashing together, man, like that's fucking insane.
And then so on the second night, it's they got Ice Nine Kills who opened up the second night the last time when I just saw them. But instead of Five Finger Death Punch, they got fucking Limp Bizkit opening up.
Okay.
That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's more my childhood kind of, but that's fucking awesome.
Right?
Yeah. Limp Bizkit, yeah. Okay.
So I was like, and I see Jay sounds like he might be keen on that idea. Like if this is something like and like we're talking, it'll probably be a good month or two before I even know if this is actually fully in the realm of possibility.
It might be cause for celebration around that time too.
Well, it could be a lot of fun. And like straight up, I'll be honest, I'm looking to go couch surfing and shit like that because I just
want to get out. Well, there's a couch here, big giant one. Look right here.
Yeah.
Enjoying Rue. Hey, Rue, move over. Caribou's coming.
Yep. I snuggle.
Yeah, no, you can welcome here anytime. Any of the boofers ever out traveling, man, hit me up. I've been cranking old Wu-Tang and shit, man. I'm getting back into some old stuff. It's good.
I like me some old rap.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I took a big garden tour video. I'm trying to get it. It's not quite there yet, but if I can get it going, I think I know what I'm doing here. Probably not.
I was just outside in the garden in my dad's yard here before I came and jumped on, and everything's looking like it's week 2, maybe 3. Right, so most of this shit I'm looking at still has about 7 weeks to go. And I'm like, fuck. I don't think most of it's gonna make it. He started putting shelters up over the Durban Afghani that I had, the really nice one that I cut clones off of, and there's 2 frequency shifts in that same shelter that we're gonna make a go of it and see if we can get those to finish out. And then there's that big hedge-like looking grapple fritter by Black Widow of Thunder Dance. That's another one that I think we're gonna try and put a shelter over that and get that to flower out and we'll see how it goes from there. But the Durban Poison Afghanis are the happiest looking of all the everything out there. Like there's some in the backyard here where they don't get light and fuck all, and they're just like chewed to shit by bugs, but they're praying hard. Those are some holy ass leaves, literally, but they're praying.
Yeah, some of my plants, the leaves are just straight up and down. I'm loving it. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out some stuff here to send this fucking video.
No worries, my man. No worries.
Yeah, hopefully it works. Because I guess it's a good couple minutes long, right? So.
So what's everybody smoking on in the chat there? I'm smoking some grapple fritter, and I'm liking it. I'm fucking loving it.
I had too many dabs of Colton's purple fucking rosin he sent over.
That stuff was good. I got to try
Yeah,
that.
man, my face is all red and flushed, and I'm just I'm wasted. Doing all right though.
Yeah, no, I liked it. Bolton definitely got some skills.
Yeah.
Well, I fully committed, I think, to the at least a couple rotations of the 3-bottle nutrient system grow. As I was kind of beaking off about when I first got in here, I basically when those Blackbird Preservations, Lilith seeds and stuff, and a bunch of other stuff, when I restarted everything, I couldn't get my stuff to go. Like, it was like shit was yellowing out and getting funky and taking really like way longer than they would to develop. You know, when you're gardening long enough, you know how long certain stages should take in that plant growth, and it's like stuff's getting extra weeks. And I found that I was just made shit worse. So when I went to the 3-ball nutrient solution, just thinking maybe I'll just kind of coax these out into some better health, and it seemed to work right away. It made me think, fuck it, you know what? I got these bottles here, and it was actually I got the entire starter pack where they give you a little sample bottle of everything in the lineup. And I'm like, shit, you know what? All I really got to do is replace most of those fucking 3-bottle pieces and or buy new ones, and we're good to go on all this shit. So I did that today because, as I was saying, the garden store that was in my town used to sell that lineup. There used to be 2 stores in my town that sold that lineup. Now there isn't, and the next town over, which actually has a really good grow store, doesn't sell innovating plant products. So I had to come up to Prince George. It worked out really well that my foreman, shout out to him. Actually, do we have a dab frog that we can hit right now? I don't have any dabs, but to my foreman, Stewie, who I've been working with him for the last year, today was his last day fucking working for us. And he's off to Alberta, bigger and better things, him and his missus. So he's a great guy to work with. So I actually truly did enjoy working with him. Fucking just a young fucker, 21 years old, and he's one of the best foremen I've ever had. Straight up.
All right. Well, this is for foreman.
Cheers to it. Pinkies up, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Like
Oh.
There we go. Ooh, yeah.
I'll figure this out in 1 second. So yeah, houseplants are still alive, guys. All of them.
They're thriving. We like it.
Hey, who'd have thought? The one in the hanging plant's still going too. For one fern, kind of weird. Well, hey, they're still doing. They're both alive. Never mind. Let's not even talk about it. I brought some peppers inside. They're not doing the greatest, but they are turning around a little bit. Like the bigger leaves all went yellow and kind of limp, but there is new green sets with some flowers, and I got a pepper ripening on there actually. Well, a couple more days. I'll let that go. But yeah, got that happening. Pretty right. What else? The clone thing I took, not clone, but like the cutting I took of that one that's rooted now and doing well. I'll be able to pop that sooner than later. Yeah. Well, that's overwatered. Oh. Gotta watch it. My mom's here now. She's doing some watering sometimes when they're already watered. We'll get to that.
Co-gardening duties. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be nice to have it all the help for sure. But I think she wants me to take most of my plants with me when I go downstairs. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not.
You really are going to be living in like a Jumanji simulation here pretty soon if your mom makes you take all that shit downstairs.
Fuck yeah. No, we got to deal with that. Yeah, it's gonna be sad tearing the tents down moment, like for a little bit, right? But
yeah,
I got yeah, I got that shit to deal with, and I don't know if I'm going to talk to my parents, and they're pretty cool people, so they may let me, do the harvest and stuff indoors because that was my plan. I may have to literally set up camping tents or something. I don't know what I got to do. It's like if it's too much for them, right? Because it's not like it doesn't stink. Like there's no fucking hiding that. Nope. Not at all, one bit. Fucking not even. So I'm like, gosh, shit. Something always comes to me in the fall, like with challenge for the garden.
Well, you can't have it be easy mode for you.
Yeah, it wouldn't be worth the
have something to make it difficult.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see because I don't know what's gonna happen there. Because like I could just filter the shit out of it and literally like hang it all in the 4x8 in cycles. But no, that's not work. What am I saying? Maybe I'll get one of those Shelter Logics.
Be all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Set a couple DHUs up with hoses and so they can run consistently. Boom. Yeah, no, we'll see. Who knows? It sucks when it comes to harvest time. You don't have like access to a controlled environment. Then you just like what's going through my mind is like, where the fuck do I put all this, right?
Yeah.
So, the processing of it, not so bad. Like that is what it is. I'll be bringing it inside to do that downstairs no matter what. But for the hanging, for the multi-day hang, that's the key right now. I need a 60-degree, 60 relative humidity environment for 20 days. I don't have that right now, and I still got a couple weeks to figure it out, so I'm not panicking yet.
Cheers, Purple Thumb. I haven't seen you in a hot minute, man. I hope you're doing well. Cheers, Lobster. Cheers, Hooley. Cheers, Doctor. J. Patrick. Sir Hunalot. Cheers. Jess and Bean. She Grows. Great to see you. Victoria Lee. What am I missing? I got to be missing someone in there. I seen you. Great to see you, brother. Sheldon Estes. Dags. Oh, highlighting friggin'. I'm just trying to scroll and find y'all so I can say hi to everyone. Because, we try to acknowledge all y'all. We appreciate the love and support that we all get right now. And I don't have the ability for videos and stuff right now, but I want to show to all our Patreon supporters. I don't have the list of all you awesome people in front of me, but Brother Big Word just signed up for our Patreon support. And I want to thank you, my man. It means a lot to us. You've been cool with us for a long time. And, that extra little bit of help paying the bills is always greatly appreciated. Fuck yeah, G-Bay. You the man, brother. Now I got to get Big Word's name added to this. I haven't gotten those yet. I might be able to even do that tonight.
Everyone knew you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yes. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate your support. It really does mean the world to us. Can we stop looking at the stupid look on my face, please? You're making me feel awkward.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one.
Something.
I'm still trying to figure it. Like, I'm kind of dumb, and I don't really want to discuss tech stuff over. I'll figure it out.
Please give us likes.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I love it, man.
It'd be better if I knew how to work technology. I'd really enjoy that more.
So I can't explain to you how excited I am about the possibility of Metallica Part 2 over in Toronto. If we can make this one happen. This has been in my brain all day. The logistics of, is this doable? And I don't know, but I'm like,
Well. Okay, so if I took a video on my phone, help me, Caribou, and I need to send it to, I need to be able to look at it on my, get it to my computer somehow. I tried to send it email and it was too big.
Google Drive.
Okay, yeah, now how? See, that's the thing. Where is Google Drive on my phone? Let's make sure. I want to see something.
Well, do you got a Googleable phone or do you got an iPhone?
I got a Android phone.
Okay, you're good there. So, in one of the back screens
Okay,
somewhere,
it's in there. It's in here.
Drive, and there you go.
Well, then, shouldn't it?
My nose hairs, my lip hairs are battling. Fuck me.
It should be in here, but it isn't. Well, that's stupid. Maybe I'm not signed in as the right person on my phone, or I wish I knew computers better. Oh, here we go. Aha. Okay, so, okay, I fucking might have this, folks. Who?
eBay's got it.
Well, don't say that yet.
No, you've got it. I've got faith in you.
Okay. 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 Well, let's let that do its thing. I'll try to come back. So I'm probably looking real funny in the screen while I concentrate on my computer shit. Woo. No, I got really baked before the show a little too much. I haven't been doing dabs in a while, and I hit 2 or 3 of them in a row.
Dude, I fucking love it when that happens.
Oh, fuck, buddy. I was high. My face was like flush. I was singing music at the top of my lungs. I needed it. It was nice. I was happy. I was in, like, I don't know, serotonin overload, I guess.
Dude, I was fucking the other day, I was singing along to the Stone Temple Pilots song Plush. And that's one of those ones where I'll actually try and really belt that one out. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm in the bedroom fucking like singing it on because it's on. I'm all excited. And the old lady walks in. I'm just like, shh, and I clam like right the fuck up. I'm like, you're watching me. And then she walks out and I'm like, I can start singing again. I can sing me some STP as long as it's that song.
Yeah, let's see if I got it on my computer.
That's actually another band that the old lady was talking about wanting to try and see in Calgary. Apparently they're going there next month. That would be fun.
Nice.
Stone Temple Pilots. I have no idea who's singing for them, but I imagine they got somebody that's pretty damn good.
All right, now I think it's the video I took for us. I think so. I'm gonna try to play this. Oh, it is too. Well, folks. Welcome to G-Bag's Garden. Man, this is just becoming a beautiful place to be, I'm telling you. We got the Banana Daddy times Black Widow. Getting a little bit of early fade on some of these leaves here, as you can see. But mainly, we're getting some big chunky buds building up on here. Just big ones. Nice big cola up the center there. Big, huge plant goes all the way around. Boom. Nice big girl. I get to have my coffee with this girl now. She's starting to come over the railing on me, but getting a little bit of PM. You see a couple little spots here, but super early. I'll get to it, take care of it, but it happens every year. I can't avoid it. Certain strains don't get it as bad, but some just get it, and it's 70% humidity right now, basically. Boom. Start off here with this little one. This is the Kazoo's what's it called? Papaya sassafras, and it's getting real close to being finished up here. It's I don't know what week it's on, but it flowered pretty early and it's faded out real. You know, it's toast. So hopefully that'll finish up soon. And then we got this is just an unknown, just whatever, a volunteer that grew in with my beans. And this is a wedding cake that was half dead and I just didn't cut it down. Oh yeah, we got the hibiscus, just a pop. And I love this flower. It was beautiful all summer long. All summer long. So yeah, just looking at this girl. She's big old stacks on it. Bam. Then we got a Hawaiian over here. Look, it's not half as far along, and aphids really like these. They're kind of fruity smelling. I think that might have something to do with it, but the ladybugs are also here doing their thing too. So we've got some ladybug, like the pupal stage or whatever they call it, the young ladybugs in and around eating a lot of stuff. But look at the stacks, look at the spears on those. Those are going to be nice. And the weather's going to get cold and these aphids are going to get fucked over anyway, so bye. And then we're into the bams, big old bams. This thing, I need to thin the top out of. I got to do something up there, pull some of them down or something, but there's just a sea of colas up there. It's hard to really tell, but they're doing really well, these bams.
None of my dad's plants that he has outside are as far along.
Big tall one. These ones aren't far behind at all. Yeah, we're a good couple weeks halfway.
Up the centers.
Not quite.
That's the main thing about outdoors, guys. You got to get that done. But yeah, just stacking so nice. Boom. 2 foot colas, easy. Yeah. Those will be fun to trim. Big old swords. And this one bam's giving me a bit of PM problem, but so there must be something genetically different with this one. It's not as combative to the PM, but I'm
Did I
helping
make up a word there?
I'm not spraying on the buds now, but they're starting to stack up nice. Yeah, it's just a big old plant. Like that's right about 6 feet, that node. So you got 6 feet plus probably 2.5 or so. Nice earthy smell on this one. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. Kite coverage is on point. Lots of arms just sticking out everywhere. Getting sticky. Getting some of these bigger suckers off. They don't really. Oh, see what I was saying with the ladybug? Go get the aphids, boy. Or you might be setting up shop to turn into a ladybug. I don't know exactly when they do that, but at some point soon. Oh man, does it ever smell good back here too. And this is the grape hoolie. This thing, it really does smell like grapes. We did have a catastrophic meltdown the other day of branches trying to take off. I can see we get some tape actually right now. I'm doing that. It wasn't that bad. I did tie it up the other day, but it seems to have twisted itself. Detrimental to success. Yeah, that I might be losing that branch. Oh well.
I still haven't
We'll
tasted
see. But it's a nice plant too. Yeah, it's got a nice big coal up the top. Bunch of colas up here. Just nice.
Yeah, that plant
Another
really,
Hawaiian over
that grape
here.
hoolie was awesome.
Yeah, like, you know, a little farther behind.
No trimming needed.
And it's a longer flower too, so don't really have too much hope for all this, but oh, it smells good. And then we'll check out the garlic. This thing is putting on little popcorn buds all over the place. Boom. And it's fairly resilient to the PM, this one. I haven't really seen any on it. Now that I say that, I see a leaf with some on it. But yeah, boy. And its main coal is way up there. Like, yeah, right about here is 6 foot, somewhere about there. You got that up there. And then the main Hawaiian. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that
This is a
plant
big
is a
one.
beast, man. That thing's
And what
gigantic.
I like about this plant is kind of neat is it all where I topped it was way down here. So, you know, those are all individual branches that go up into. It's a really cool growth pattern. I like that. Like it's literally a fucking tree.
Fucking love your dirt.
Weather don't take that one out, man.
But yeah, I can't even reach up there.
Always enjoy these things.
So that's 6.5 feet or so where I'm touching. He's a big one. Probably an 8-9 foot cola. Mendo breath. Mendo being farthest along. It's got some. Oh, broke the leaf tip off there. Leaf hopper damage too. But it's got the nugs are getting up there. I don't want to touch too much, but oh yeah, just big old swingers. There are a couple of them in there. And that's the Mendo. It grew like a banshee this year. It's awesome. Same thing. I got it all really nicely tucked up underneath there, all cleaned up and everything. And then we've got an animal garlic cross. I really got to get in here and get some more leaves out of this one. But the one thing I love about this strain is the leaves just pop right off. Like watch. Where are you? So for your pruning, done. They come off so easy. They literally just pop right off the plant. Boop. And this has got good bud on it, so this is going to be nice. Yeah, that's the big stack. This is what my buddy calls his hams at. It's a cross between the animal and the garlic. Out of Manitoba, delicious stuff. And it gets like a really hazy looking bud. Like the bud, I don't mean hazy in the strain wise. I mean like a silvery kind of look to it, like a bluey silvery look. When it's all finished, it's just neighbor's dog's chewing on his toy. But yeah, this is the garden right now. We got Banana Daddy and its little buddy, the Hawaiian. We've got Bam 1, Bam 2, Bam 3. We've got Garlic Animal Cross. We've got the Mendo Breath. And that thing is just, I'm loving that plant right now. It's got little saucers full of bud everywhere. Boom. Nice chunkers. And then we've got the wedding cake. Then we've got the Hawaiian. Let's give this a little better look here for 2 cents. You know he loves his wedding cake. It's getting there. Nice frost rails on the leaves. It's got some aphid action going on in there too, but that's what the wash is for, I guess, when you're doing outdoor. I've been trying to keep the pest management up, but you only do so much. But yeah, there's some no seed in there. Ooh. Yeah, the wedding cake looks spectacular. And we've got the garlic. It's delicious looking. Little baby Hawaiian tipping over, but it's funny, it tipped over but then held strong, and then now everything's growing straight up again. The grape hoolie. That's got some nuggies on it. That's going to be...
Yeah, that grape hoolie, I didn't have to thin it out or
Oh,
anything.
so yeah, I need to go get some
I
paint tape.
ripped a couple leaves off it.
But yeah, there's a quick tour, guys. I figured I'd get one in. We get to do it Sunday, but I like to pre-record, so... Take care.
There you go. Good garden tour. This is my favorite time of year out there, man. It's like, oh, I could put a hammock out there and just chill. The smell gets like, oh, so good.
Fuck yeah.
Like that grape pool, I wouldn't say like, oh, so strong grapes right now, but it's just very sweet. If you smell it, it's just like it's gonna be like, it's gonna taste good no matter what. And I haven't really put my nose in the garlic yet because it's got a really weird smell. I always say like mothball, but it's not mothball. It's just a weird funk. But, and the Hawaiian smells super sweet. Hawaiian Black Widow Cross. Coming down the pipe.
Fuck yeah. Exciting times. Looking at yours though makes me realize how far behind our shit is up here. I don't know if it's because it is so much colder or whatever, but yeah, not like nothing's as big in as cotton volley as yours. I'd say we look like we're a good week behind, for sure. Well, we'll see what happens out here. Excited for it. New challenges.
Yeah. I bet you if I went back and looked at pictures and such, I'd probably be at the same, same spot I'm at now, right? So it's like I could think that I'm at different times or I'm farther behind, whatever, but I'm sure it's a lot of gardeners, outdoor gardeners, it'll come to the point where flower kicks in, they kind of worry about the same shit every year and kind of gripe about it, me included, I'm sure. Yep. And then everything works out at the end. Yeah, I'm sure if anyone feels like trimming in about November or so, late October, November, and you're near my area, hit me up in the DMs. Figure that shit out because
you'll have people just banging on your door for help you trim.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they will. Yeah. Well, whatever. I like doing it all myself, anyways. But I just fear that I may have to do some wet trimming this year. It's not like the worst ever, but I don't like it. It's not my preferred method. Preferred method is I'll do like all the leaves that I can get I won't trim the bud, but I'll trim the leaves off. Wet trim the leaves off. And some of those are inside the bud, but if you can get all the leaves off. But then there's the leaves that stick out the bud, they'll dry and cover it up nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone knows that every once in a while a wet trim is something you got to do. When you get to the point, like just time crunch or whatever it may be, right? When you're dealing with that much, there's decisions that need to be made, like not just based on your feelings.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck. You can be all as sad and shit as you want, man. That weed's still gonna be dealt with. Because you can't ruin it. If you ruin it, you know how much more
you'd be even more sad.
Yeah, man. Like,
you could be an emotional wreck at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Just know we got to get it done. So,
it's fine.
Yeah, it would be really nice to just have a real big shed, so I could just literally cut those plants at the base and hang them whole. That would be awesome. I could build I don't know, maybe I'll do that. Get one of those carport things. That's still not going to be enough room, though. Oh, we'll figure it out.
Make it work.
No, I always do. Last year I did it right straight in the basement. I was planning on doing that again this year, and I was like, oh, sweet. It's even better this year.
Yep. No, don't ever go to redneck with a plan.
But then the parents are moving in. I'm like, I can't do that to my poor parents, man. They're like 7 years old. They're very close to.
G-Bay, you're the one that's always talking, oh yeah, my parents are like hippies growing up and shit. Like, this is
They
gonna
are, but there's a fucking limit to that.
to them now.
No, they're moving in like the same day. I'm basically gonna cut these plants down. So it's like,
Exactly. Welcome home. Okay, here's some fucking scissors. Chop, chop. Love
I
you,
keep joking about it. My mom's like, she thinks I'm joking.
give her the op, Kate. We love your mom, right? And we want to be nice to our mom, so give her the option of either helping to trim or cooking supper for all the trimmers,
Ooh.
right? That way,
Oh,
you're not
sure.
a complete heartless prick. We don't want to be mean to G-Bay's mom, but you know, at the same time, there's work to be done.
Yep. No,
I could
she's
just
not.
see myself trying to implement these tactics I'm telling you to use on your mom, and I'm thinking about how well they would work on mine. It's like not a fucking chance.
We're not getting no dinner, and we're probably down in Germany.
Yeah. No, she actually in that situation though, my mom would actually be probably quite cool to cook supper in that situation. But if you think if I had any smart ideas of actually getting freaking scissors in her hands and getting her trimming, I'm sure she would have a few colorful phrases for me.
Oh, down the wrong way. Oh, she'd last about 5 minutes, my mom. I guarantee it. Like my hand hurts. Yep, cool.
That's 5 minutes trimming you didn't have to do.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
That's how
No,
I
I know what I'm in for. The thing is, with me, it's like it's therapeutic to me almost. Like some people like to read and shit.
You're making me sick just thinking about it.
Nope.
See, I hate it. Like if it's one plant and once you actually get into it, well, if it's a couple plants and you actually get into it, it isn't that bad. It's like going to work. It's hard to get out the door, especially on a Monday morning, because you're like, fuck this shit. But once you're actually there and doing it, it's not that bad. It's the same kind of thing for trimming, but I'll avoid that shit like a rancid bitch with herpes. Oh, fuck that. I want no part of it. And I will try and pawn that off on my missus. And that is like the best thing about like, you guys are, she's not always the most helpful in the garden, but if there is one job that I could brush off onto someone else, it would be trimming. And that is the one that she is usually quite reasonable and will take care of the trimming. So, you know, I do appreciate that. I have a hard time sitting there doing nitpicky work. It's just I can do it for about an hour if I'm lucky, and then after that, the ADD starts ping ponging off walls, and I'm like, I can't do it anymore. Get me the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. I see Hooli saying like you just buck it down and then just hippie trim kind of thing, right? It's like, well, fuck, I wish I could, but then it's like I don't know, man. Sometimes there's that leaf in there that just smells like leaf, and then it bothers me. So I'm like, I just been trimming my weed good, every single plant I've ever grown. I'm not ready to give it up yet, and I still haven't tried the trimmers yet, like trimmer bowls or anything like that. I've used it for like a second or two and be like, no. So I've never ran a crop through a trimmer yet. Maybe I don't want to break that cycle.
I feel like at a certain point, kind of like we were talking, I think it was Sunday morning, where we're like, you know, like trim up all nice, all the prize nugs, all the nice shit that you want to take time. But after a while, I just don't have patience, and I'm like, I would run that shit through a trimmer so fast.
Oh yeah,
that option.
Yeah, I'm looking out there. Like we just seen that video. The Banana Daddy, not too bad, big, but they're just nice, big single arms. Same with the Grape Hooli. They have very, very similar growth structures, those two plants. Kind of, they're very Christmas tree like. Because I left most of this garden, like anything that was seed was apical dominant, I think, except for the BAMs. I topped those. But there's a couple of them I left us like to grow. And yeah, the other ones, the BAMs, they're just like, there's so many branches facing upwards in the center. It's like probably a good dozen or so single branch plants basically for
see.
Well, it's just gonna be
Did
so.
you see
like,
the part where Jay said you're a keeper? I agree with him. Not especially now that I know you're watching. Holy shit, that's dangerous. See, but it's a good thing that I don't go saying bad shit about my missus because I honestly I don't really have anything bad to say. But imagine if I was one of those pricks that's like always like, you know, talking shit behind backs. And then she's like, "Oh, I heard you on your show today, motherfucker." And I walk through the door and like, pow, right in the kisser. Thankfully, I don't got to worry about that because I say nice.
It'll happen one day. Just kidding.
No, I appreciate, like I said, Dave. That's if there's the one job I could completely avoid and rid myself of in the garden, that's the one. I enjoy the so here's a bit of a piss off. This sucked. So like my seat, there's a bottled product with the 3-line nutrient system I use called Sea Storm. It's a kelp product is what it is, and I like it. I'm a big fan of it. We're just about out of it. So this trip up here was really convenient, like I was saying, right? I was just about out of a few things. And I was going to get a gallon jug because it's an affordable price. And I get in there and they didn't have a gallon jug. And I'm like, shit. So now I've got like a fucking 2.5 gallons of friggin' this kelp product. Way more than I was going to originally spend to pay. Let's just put it that way. But the good part about this is now that I'm using this line, the old lady doesn't mind. Because so smells is one thing that Fluff deals with. He'll stink the place up and he'll get himself almost killed. I've done the same thing a few times too. And when we decided to make the switch over and start fucking around with the bottle system again, I kind of was asking her, like, do the smells of this stuff bother you? And she says no, which is great because that's another thing I feel like if I can convince her to get more into the mixing and the feeding and the finer details that you know, our garden can really then start to flourish even further and all that. And I just feel like this kind of system where it's cleaner, it doesn't, you don't have as many funky smells and shit like that. Maybe she'll be able to, maybe it'll just be easier for her to get into. Maybe not. Maybe it's just one of those things where it's just never really going to be something that she gets into. That's fair enough too. Let's face it, it's not for everyone. But I'm hoping. But I was dismayed when I got to the store and they didn't have like the 1-gallon bottle, and I was like, oh shit, I got to buy the. But I'm good on that product for a long time. Like, holy shit. Like, yeah. Plants love
I gotta
kelp.
re-up again soon, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I have a feeling this outdoor harvest, if it goes well, I'll be set for a while.
Yeah. And so speaking of the kelp bottle, so the Sea Storm is what this stuff is called. The line I'm using is Innovating Plant Products, and like all 3 bottle systems, it's got to be at least 8 other bottles that you can use. They all do help, and yeah, you can really maximize your shit, but you don't actually need all of them to grow killer weed. But I do actually feel like the kelp, if you're using that, it does help and bring out smells and shit like that. It does make things a little bit stickier, I believe. And this is starting off with when I started this system, like the lady basically pointed at the you know, the green, purple, and pink bottles, gave me a liter of each. Here you go. I walked away and immediately I started seeing results and started pulling off better harvests than I was. But when I'm seeing these, I'm like, okay, I got the feed chart that clearly shows, like I said, about 8 other products that they have. What happens if you use all of them? And like, yeah, like I said, you can really do some shit. You don't need all of them, but I do believe the Sea Storm is a fairly integral part to like you can taking it from like killer to like, you know, killer.
Like,
Yeah. Cheers, Agnes. Cheers, Stony Creek.
Yeah, a couple new people rolling in.
Cheers, Clay. Great to see you, brother.
You're getting to the point I can't touch anything out there really anymore outdoors. It's getting all. Fuck, I was doing some major trimming the other day. My arm hairs were just screwed, all bound together. So fun.
Dude, I kind of just want to get in the truck and drive home. I don't think I'm allowed because I think we have nighttime driving restrictions in the company that start in about an hour. But like, you know me, I'm one of those people that gets up early, and I'll probably be up like stupid early. And like, I think we're not supposed to be driving the company vehicles until like 5 a.m. And I'm like, shit, I'll be up at like 2 or 3. You know how much coffee I'm gonna have in my system by then? It's gonna be nuts.
Early riser.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a curse.
I'll be good by that time.
It's a bit of a curse, but it is what it is. Worst things could happen, I suppose.
I will be sleeping, I'll tell you that. 2 a.m., yeah, snoring. Fixing a boat tomorrow. A boat, somebody hit a rock. Sound familiar? If you know, you know. Anyways, yeah, buddy hit this fucking rock in a boat. Fucked it all up, so
Nice.
repairing that shit tomorrow. It's nice. So it's kind of crazy that the shop, like, I literally work fucking 2 blocks from my house now, and it's like there's no businesses in my town. This is like just a small welding shop run out of the back of the building. But he does big work with a couple big mobile trucks, but it's pretty sweet. Work it out for me.
Yeah, well, it's awesome.
Cheers, Fat Freddy. Oh, always giving us a thank you. Love it. Keeps us going. Motivation.
Do we say hi to Hillbilly Herb yet? I can't remember. If we haven't, cheers, Hillbilly Herb. Great to see you. If we have, double hi you, my man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Great times.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in that to try that. What was it called? Papaya sassafras or whatever the fuck that plant's called. Because it's I think 1-to-1 CBD. So no, I won't really know the ratio really truly, but it'll still be neat to try. And it's got a really like blank smell. There's not much going on there. There's no. It's like weird. It's like even you rub against it, there's no skunky smell. There's no weed smell at all. Yeah, very, very plain.
Weird. Very weird.
The rest of them, no. Holy moly. It's gonna be good times again. That Mendo breath, that's some good stuff.
You keep mentioning it.
It's good. Yeah, I've had it in the garden a couple years now, but everything's done now. I won't be continuing any of this line, so and everything that's out there.
I think that I know that there's some stuff you've been holding on to for a long time for other people, but I think once you finally kind of do get rid of everything and it's done and over with, you will find it kind of liberating at the same time. And then when it is time to start up with new stuff, then you're like, shit, I don't got any reason not to go with, all new shit. So, or if there's something that you still got seed stock of that you like, I can pop more. That's always an option.
Well, that's what we're doing. We're just gonna smash seeds through this thing. That's what we're doing next. The cloning for me, it's like I don't like. I like the idea of it for my personal garden and all, but it's like it's kind of like an extra step. That's when you're not really gonna run a nice big full operation again. It kind of gets in the way a bit. If you know, like, I don't know. Maybe I think I might do like what Thunder Dan did and do like a nice fem run, make a bunch of fem seeds, and then after that, well, I already got enough in the bin, but still, it'd be cool to make a bunch of my own, and then kind of. I want to get to the point where I just flower out 1 or 2 plants at a time in a small tent indoors, and I get really good at it, and I don't have to worry about it. But I'm kind of addicted to growing and shit, so it's slow down. 4x8's been turned off for a couple weeks now, and it's like it's depressing looking at it.
Dude, it sucks. Like when the ex and I split up and I was living with Ashley, there's a point where we knew we were going to start growing at some point, and we thought we were going to get out of this place a lot sooner than we did. And I had all this gear, and it was like, okay, well, let me just grow some Hascap plants that I'd bought in a tent in there, I think was what we were doing. And then as once she kind of saw the life of like plants growing, then she kind of softened up and was like, okay, let's give it a go. And we've been able to kind of take shit down and get rid of it or hide it in plain sight. It's a lot easier to do that than you might think, people. Just get creative, just cover stuff up, make it look like something else, and cook bacon or something else like that. That'll make the house not smell like cannabis. It really is. There's a point where it's kind of fun coming up with new places, because they got to do a pretty thorough search, right? They've got to be able to check all the closets and all this and under the beds. They don't really go moving couches and stuff like that, but there's a crawl space under the Harry Potter room under the stairs, which is usually jam packed full of stuff. We got to bring all that out so they can get into that crawl space down below there. And so usually the living room's just packed with shit. So it's, start making, like I said, make things look different and figure out. There's the one time I think I had like 27 clones in solo cups in the barbecue. Right? Open it up, get rid of that little halfway folding rack thing that's up there that you kind of keep stuff warm on. Put them in there, put the barbecue cover back on. Fuck, you're good. Like, have fun with it. Enjoy it. It'd be a lot better if we didn't have to play these stupid games, though.
Mm-hmm. There's a damn, it smells like fucking weed. Didn't find anything though. Yeah, we're entering the stage here, man. Major moisture issues around here this time of year. PM is what I'm really getting at. No fun, but it's starting to show up like it does. But, let me see. I always like my little peroxide. It seems to work. Helps anyways. Battles it, keeps it at bay while I'm finishing.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Changing the pH. That's it. What are you saying? You want to carry on any farther? We got an hour in here hanging with the crew.
Well, I should go see my parents.
Yeah, you might want
I kind of got here about 15 minutes before showtime and ran around the garden real quick with the old man, but I didn't really get to see my mom, so I should go say hi to them because my mom could already be in bed by now. They're pretty early to that, but they should go do that and do parent stuff with my parents, I guess.
parent stuff with the parents.
Yeah,
There'll be dog stuff with the dogs.
that sounds like good fun. I like dog. I miss my dog, man. I wish I had dogs still.
Walk.
I'll borrow my parents' dogs and go do stuff with them.
There you go. Puppy will love it.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, everyone watching, thanks for hanging out tonight. We always appreciate all the support you guys give us. Once again, shout out to all our Patreon supporters. Big Word is the newest we have going on there. G-Bay looking all sexy in his Caribou Heart TV shirt. I like that logo. It looks slick, Colton.
It is nice. I like it.
Yeah, a nice evolution of what we've been doing around here. Appreciate that. We'll be back Sunday morning. You know how it is. Once again, freaking, I'm seriously thinking about the Metallica thing. Odds are I cannot pull it off, but if there's a hope in hell that we can make it work, I'm gonna freaking see if I can. So anybody that's actually interested in that, shoot me a message and we'll fucking think about that.
We got a place to stay, so
fuck yeah, that's a big part of the cost crunching right there. So we'll see how it works, and if it works, we'll have fun. Everyone, have a great weekend. Bringing chill out and all that good stuff.
All right. Take care. Gonna hit the big red button.
Till you.
Peace out, everybody. Take care.